There is nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. The greatest battle you will ever fight is not with people, not with circumstances, not even with the devil. It is with yourself. The voice of doubt, fear, and limitation speaks loudly in the minds of those who refuse to believe in their own potential. But today, I am here to tell you that you can do it. You were not designed for failure. You were not created to live in mediocrity. You were born with purpose, packed with potential, and designed for greatness. The problem is not that you lack ability. The problem is that you have been trained to believe in impossibility. But I came to challenge that mindset today. Listen carefully. Nothing is impossible unless you believe it is. The only limits in your life are the ones you accept. You see, success is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. You don't wait for the right conditions, you create them. You don't wait for opportunities, you seize them. Every great leader, every world changer, every history maker had one thing in common. They believed they could, so they did. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That means your life is a reflection of your thoughts. If you think small, you live small. If you think weak, you act weak. But if you dare to believe, if you dare to declare, I can do it, then there is nothing that will be impossible for you. Your mind is the control center of your life. It dictates how far you can go, what you can accomplish, and how you respond to challenges. The reason many people never fulfill their purpose is not because they lack talent, not because they lack opportunity, but because they have allowed the wrong thoughts to take control. They have let doubt whisper louder than faith. They have let fear convince them that they are not enough. But I came to tell you today, you are more than enough. You have everything you need inside of you, but until you believe it, you will never see it. What you meditate on will either push you forward or hold you back. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That means you are not defined by what people say about you. You are not defined by your past. You are not defined by your struggles. You are defined by what you believe about yourself. If you think you are weak, you will act weak. If you think you are a failure, you will live in failure. But if you dare to believe that you were created for something greater, if you dare to declare that you have the ability to succeed, then nothing will be impossible for you. The enemy knows this, and that is why the greatest attack on your life is not physical, but mental. You are not fighting against circumstances, you are fighting against thoughts that tell you it cannot be done. Thoughts that tell you that you are not good enough. Thoughts that remind you of every mistake, every setback, and every failure. But let me remind you of something today. Failure is not final. Just because you fail does not mean you are a failure. Just because you struggle does not mean you are weak. The only true failure is giving up on yourself. Some of you have dreams, visions, and ideas, but the battle in your mind has kept you stuck. You have been waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for someone to approve of your vision. But let me ask you something. Who told you that you are not capable? Who told you that you need permission to walk in your destiny? The same God who gave you the dream also gave you the ability to fulfill it. Stop waiting for the world to validate what God has already approved. You must guard your mind with everything you have because it is the birthplace of success or failure. Stop feeding your mind with negativity. Stop surrounding yourself with people who only speak defeat. Stop repeating words that contradict your destiny. If you want to change your life, you must change the way you think. Speak life over yourself. Speak possibility over your future. Speak victory over your circumstances. Some of you have been listening to voices that have no authority over your destiny. You have allowed words from your past to shape your present. But today, I challenge you to silence every voice that tells you it cannot be done. I challenge you to reject every thought that keeps you bound in fear. I challenge you to rise up and declare, I can do it. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you were created for is the belief that it is possible. So today, make up your mind. Decide that you will no longer be controlled by fear. Decide that you will no longer allow doubt to steal your dreams. Decide that you will think like a winner, walk like a champion, and live like someone who knows that success is not just possible, it is inevitable. Because once your mind is conquered, your victory is guaranteed. Now, go and make it happen. You were not born by accident. You did not just show up on this earth without a reason. You were created with a purpose, packed with potential and designed for greatness. The very fact that you are alive today is proof that there is something inside of you that the world needs. You carry something unique, something valuable, something that no one else can bring to this generation. But the tragedy is that many people live and die without ever realizing what they were truly capable of. They allow fear, doubt, and the opinions of others to bury their potential before it even has a chance to grow. The problem is not that you lack ability. The problem is that you have been conditioned to doubt yourself. From the moment you were born, the world tried to tell you who you are, what you can do, and how far you can go. Society has placed limits on you, people have spoken words over you, and experiences have tried to shape you into something less than what you were created to be. But today I came to remind you, you were born with purpose, and nothing in this world has the power to change that unless you allow it. Potential is not something you get from the outside, it is something that has always been inside of you. Think about a seed. When you look at a seed, it may seem small and insignificant, but inside that tiny seed is the potential to become a great tree. The seed does not have to go looking for greatness. It already carries everything it needs. The only thing that determines whether it grows or remains buried is the environment it is placed in. Your potential is the same. You do not need to look outside of yourself for success, for talent, or for purpose. Everything you need is already inside of you, waiting for the right conditions to grow. But here's the challenge. Many people never activate their potential because they are waiting for someone else to confirm it. They are waiting for permission to step into their destiny. They are waiting for validation from people who don't even understand the greatness they carry. But let me tell you something. You do not need anyone's permission to be who God created you to be. The only approval you need is the one you already have, from the one who gave you life. Stop looking for validation and start walking in confidence. Some of you are sitting on ideas that could change the world. Some of you have dreams so big that they scare you. Some of you feel something inside of you that is greater than what your current life reflects. And yet, instead of moving forward, you hesitate, you question yourself. You ask, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? But let me ask you a different question. What if you succeed? What if you discover that you are more powerful than you ever imagined? What if everything you have been waiting for is actually waiting for you to take the first step? Fear has kept too many people from fulfilling their potential. But the truth is, fear is nothing more than a liar. It magnifies the risk and minimizes the reward. It shows you all the ways things could go wrong, but never reminds you of what could go right. If you let fear control your decisions, you will never unlock what is inside of you. You have to decide today that your potential is worth more than your fear. You have to decide that your purpose is bigger than your excuses. You have to decide that you will no longer sit on the gifts, the talents, and the abilities that were placed inside of you for a reason. No one can discover your potential for you. No one can activate what is inside of you except you. People can encourage you, but they cannot live out your purpose for you. You have to make the decision to step into the life you were created for. You have to choose to believe that you were not created for mediocrity, but for greatness. And once you make that decision, once you step out in faith, you will begin to see doors open, opportunities appear, and the power that has always been inside of you come to life. So today, I challenge you Stop waiting and start moving. Stop doubting and start believing. Stop questioning your worth and start declaring, I can do it. Because the moment you believe in your own potential, the world will have no choice but to recognize it too. The greatest limitation in life is not money, not resources, not connections. It is the belief that something is impossible. The only reason some people succeed while others remain stuck is not because they are more talented, more educated, or more privileged. It is because they refuse to accept impossibility as a fact. They understand that what seems impossible is only an illusion created by fear, doubt, and a lack of faith. The truth is, nothing is impossible unless you believe it is. Every invention, every breakthrough, every great achievement in history began with someone who refused to accept limits. The airplane was once considered impossible. Electricity was once considered impossible. Even walking on the moon was once considered impossible. But the difference between those who made history and those who watched from the sidelines was one thing: belief. They believed that what had never been done before could be done. They saw possibility where others saw limitation. And because they believed, they acted. What you believe about yourself will determine what you attempt. If you believe something is beyond your ability, you will never try. If you believe success is only for certain people, you will never push yourself beyond your current circumstances. But if you change your belief, you will change your life. You must understand that impossibility is not a reality, it is a mindset. And mindsets can be changed. Think about a baby learning to walk. When a child takes their first steps and falls, they do not stop trying. They do not sit down and say, maybe walking is not for me. They keep trying because they have not yet learned the concept of impossibility. The only reason adults stop trying is because they have been taught that failure means the end. But the truth is, failure is not a stop sign, it is a stepping stone. Every great success story includes failure, setbacks, and challenges. But the people who rise above it are the ones who never stop believing. Many people limit themselves not because they lack ability, but because they allow fear to control their thoughts. Fear tells you that you are not good enough. Fear tells you that you do not have what it takes. Fear reminds you of every mistake, every shortcoming, and every past failure. But fear is a liar. It magnifies the problem and minimizes your potential. It shows you obstacles, but never reveals your inner strength. And if you let fear control your mind, you will never step into what you were created to do. Some of you have dreams that you have buried because you convinced yourself they are impossible. Some of you have talents you have ignored because you believe you are not good enough. But today, I challenge you to change your belief. I challenge you to shift your mindset. I challenge you to stand up and declare, nothing is impossible for me, because the moment you believe it, you will begin to see new opportunities, new ideas, and new doors opening that you never thought were possible. Every great achievement begins with a decision to ignore doubt, a decision to reject fear, a decision to believe that what is inside of you is greater than any obstacle outside of you. Your mind is powerful, and whatever you feed it will grow. If you feed it doubt, you will live in doubt. If you feed it excuses, you will live in excuses. But if you feed it faith, if you fill it with the belief that you can do it, then there is nothing that will be impossible for you. Stop letting the word impossible control your destiny. Stop waiting for permission to believe in yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect situation to act. The perfect moment is now. The perfect time is the time you decide to believe. Because the truth is, you already have everything you need to succeed. It is only waiting for you to step out in faith. So today, I challenge you to look at every area of your life where you have said it can't be done and replace it with, I can do it. I challenge you to dream again, to believe again, to take action again. Because the only thing standing between you and your destiny is the belief that it is possible. And if you dare to believe, then nothing will be impossible for you. Now go and make it happen. Success is not a mystery. It is not something that happens by luck, chance, or accident. Success is a result of decisions, discipline, and action. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not intelligence, talent, or opportunity. It is choice. Every person has been given the ability to choose, and it is the choices you make daily that determine the direction of your life. If you are waiting for success to find you, you will wait forever. But if you decide to create success through your choices, nothing will be impossible for you. Many people believe that success is reserved for a special group of people, that only certain individuals are destined to rise above challenges and achieve greatness. But that is not true. Success is available to anyone who is willing to follow the principles that lead to it. It does not matter where you were born. It does not matter what family you came from. It does not matter how much education you have. What matters is the decision you make about your life. You can choose to rise or you can choose to remain where you are. You can choose to push forward or you can choose to settle. Your success is in your hands. The problem is that many people spend their lives waiting. They wait for the right opportunity. They wait for the right people to help them. They wait for perfect conditions. But let me tell you something. There is no perfect time to start. There is no perfect opportunity that will magically appear. If you are always waiting for everything to be right, you will never move forward. Success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who act. It comes to those who take responsibility for their own future and make the decision to move forward, no matter what obstacles stand in the way. Every great leader, every successful person, every history maker had one thing in common. They made a decision. They decided they would not settle for an average life. They decided they would not let fear hold them back. They decided that no matter what challenges they faced, they would keep moving forward. That is the power of choice. The moment you make up your mind, everything in your life begins to change. Some people look at their circumstances and use them as an excuse. They say, I can't succeed because I don't have the right connections. I can't do it because I don't have enough money. I can't move forward because my past is too difficult. But listen to me carefully. Excuses do not change anything. Excuses keep you trapped in the same place year after year. Excuses make you a victim of your circumstances instead of the master of your destiny. If you want to succeed, you must stop making excuses and start making decisions. You must decide that nothing will stop you. You must decide that no matter how difficult the road may be, you will keep going. Because the moment you take responsibility for your success, you take control of your future. Your life right now is the result of the choices you have made in the past. If you want a different future, you must start making different choices. If you want to grow, choose to invest in yourself. If you want to achieve something great, choose to take action, even when it is uncomfortable. If you want to change your life, choose to think differently, believe differently, and act differently. Success is not about how much you wish for something. It is about what you choose to do every single day. Some of you have been sitting on ideas for years, waiting for someone to come and push you forward. But let me tell you something. No one is coming to push you. No one is coming to force you to step into your destiny. You must push yourself. You must make the decision that today is the day you stop waiting and start moving. You must decide that you will no longer let fear, doubt, or excuses control your life. Because the moment you make that decision, your journey to success begins. So today, I challenge you to make a choice. Choose to believe in yourself. Choose to take action. Choose to refuse excuses. Choose to declare, I can do it. Because the moment you make that choice, nothing will be impossible for you. Your life is a direct reflection of your thoughts. Whatever dominates your mind will shape your reality. If you think small, you will live small. If you believe you are limited, you will live a limited life. But if you dare to think bigger, if you choose to believe that greatness is within you, then your life will begin to reflect that belief. Everything you experience, your success, your failures, your opportunities, and your struggles begins in your mind. Change your thoughts and you will change your life. The most powerful thing you possess is not your talent, not your background, not even your resources. It is your mind. Your mind is a battlefield where the war for your destiny is won or lost. If you allow negative thoughts to dominate, if you constantly dwell on fear, doubt, and failure, then your life will move in that direction. But when you fill your mind with faith, when you focus on possibilities instead of problems, when you train yourself to see solutions instead of obstacles, everything begins to shift in your favor. Many people live defeated lives not because they lack potential, but because they have allowed the wrong thoughts to take root. They have convinced themselves that they are not good enough, that success is for other people, that their dreams are out of reach. But let me tell you something. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not what people say about you. You are what you choose to believe about yourself. If you believe you are capable, then you will act like someone who is capable. If you believe you are worthy of success, then you will pursue it with confidence. But if you believe you are not good enough, then you will never step into your full potential. Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, that is what will take root. But if you plant seeds of faith, hope, and confidence, your life will begin to flourish. The problem is that too many people spend their time focusing on what they lack instead of what they have. They focus on what could go wrong instead of what could go right. They feed their minds with fear instead of faith, and then they wonder why their lives never change. You must take control of your thoughts. Stop allowing negative ideas to dominate your thinking. Stop replaying every failure, every mistake, every moment of disappointment. Instead, start filling your mind with thoughts of success, progress, and possibility. Speak life over yourself. Declare daily, I am capable, I am strong, I am unstoppable. Because the words you speak over yourself will shape the reality you experience. Some of you have been trapped in the same struggles for years. Not because you are not capable of breaking free, but because you have convinced yourself that things will never change. But let me ask you something. Who told you that you can't? Who told you that you are not good enough? Who told you that you are destined to struggle forever? Those are lies. You were created for more. But you must make up your mind to believe it. Every great achievement begins with a thought. Every successful person first saw their success in their mind before they saw it in their life. They visualized it. They believed in it. And because they believed, they acted. If you do not first see yourself succeeding in your mind, you will never experience it in your life. You must start thinking like a winner before you become one. You must start seeing yourself victorious before you ever hold the trophy. Your thoughts shape your reality. And if you want to change your life, you must start by changing the way you think. Some of you are waiting for circumstances to change before you believe in yourself. You are waiting for proof, waiting for evidence, waiting for someone to confirm what is already inside of you. But faith does not work that way. You must believe before you see it. You must act before you feel ready, because the moment you shift your mindset, your life will begin to shift with it. So today, I challenge you to take control of your thoughts. Stop thinking like a victim and start thinking like a victor. Stop focusing on what you lack and start focusing on what you have. Stop doubting yourself and start declaring, I can do it. Because the moment you take control of your mind, nothing will be impossible for you. Every person who has ever achieved greatness had to take a risk. They had to step into the unknown. They had to move forward even when they were unsure of the outcome. Success does not come to those who play it safe. It does not come to those who wait for absolute certainty. It comes to those who have the courage to step out in faith even when the path is unclear. If you want to accomplish anything meaningful in life, you must be willing to take risks. Fear of failure keeps many people trapped in the same place for years. They are afraid to try because they do not want to fail. They are afraid to start because they do not know if they will succeed. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the enemy. Fear is. Failure is part of the process. Every successful person has failed at some point, but they did not allow failure to stop them. They learned from it, grew from it, and kept moving forward. The only true failure is never trying at all. Some of you have dreams that have been buried for too long. You have ideas, visions, and goals, but you have allowed fear to talk you out of them. You have told yourself, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I lose everything? But let me ask you a different question. What if you succeed? What if it works? What if this risk opens doors you never imagined? You will never know unless you take that step. Nothing great happens in the comfort zone. Growth requires discomfort. Progress requires stretching yourself beyond what feels safe. When a seed is planted in the ground, it does not remain the same. It breaks apart. It pushes through the soil. It struggles against the pressure until it finally rises above the ground. That process is not easy, but it is necessary for the seed to reach its full potential. In the same way, you must be willing to go through the process of growth, even when it is uncomfortable, even when it is uncertain, even when it requires taking risks. There are too many people waiting for the perfect moment to step out. They say, I'll start when I have more experience. I'll take the risk when I feel more confident. I'll move forward when the timing is right. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. If you keep waiting for everything to be just right, you will never move. There will always be reasons to hesitate. There will always be uncertainties, but the people who succeed are the ones who move forward anyway. They take the first step, even when they are unsure. They act in faith, even when they do not have all the answers. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history came from people who took risks. They did not have guarantees, they did not have certainty, but they believed in something greater than their fear. They believed that the possibility of success was worth more than the fear of failure. And because they were willing to take risks, they changed the world. What about you? Are you willing to take a risk on your dreams? Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to push past fear and take a chance on yourself? Because if you never take the risk, you will never know what could have been. You will never know how far you could have gone. You will never know the full extent of your potential. The greatest regrets in life are not the mistakes we make. They are the opportunities we never take. 5 years from now, will you look back and wish you had started today? Will you wonder what could have happened if you had just taken that step? Do not let fear steal your future. Do not let doubt rob you of your destiny. Decide today that you will not let the fear of failure hold you back any longer. So I challenge you today, take the risk. Step out in faith. Stop waiting for the perfect moment and start moving forward. Declare with confidence, I can do it, because the moment you stop letting fear control your decisions, nothing will be impossible for you. There is a law in life that cannot be ignored. You will always reap what you sow. This is true in every area. Your work, your relationships, your dreams, your personal growth. Whatever you put in is what you will get out. If you want success, you must be willing to work for it. If you want progress, you must be willing to invest the time, effort, and discipline to make it happen. There are no shortcuts, no easy paths, no magic formula. The results you desire are the product of the seeds you plant and nurture every single day. Too many people want success without sacrifice. They want the reward without the work. They want the outcome without the process. But let me tell you something, nothing worth having comes easy. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every victory is the result of consistent effort and unwavering commitment. Success is not given, it is earned. It is earned through discipline, persistence, and the willingness to keep going even when it is difficult. Some people look at successful individuals and think they are lucky. They were in the right place at the right time. But what they do not see are the years of effort, the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices made behind the scenes. Success is never an accident. It is the result of choices, habits, and the discipline to stay committed even when no one is watching. If you want to see change in your life, you must be willing to do the work. You must be willing to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You must be willing to stay consistent even when you do not see immediate results. The problem with many people is that they start strong but do not finish. They get excited at the beginning, they make plans, set goals, and dream big. But the moment things get tough, they slow down. The moment they face obstacles, they question if it is worth it. The moment they do not see immediate results, they get discouraged and give up. But listen to me carefully. Greatness is not built in a day. You do not plant a seed and expect a tree to grow overnight. Growth takes time. Progress takes effort. Success requires endurance. If you are serious about reaching your goals, you must develop the mindset of a finisher. You must be willing to keep going even when it is hard. You must train yourself to stay disciplined even when you do not feel like it. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not intelligence, talent, or background. It is consistent. It is the daily decision to keep moving forward, to keep putting in the effort, to keep planting seeds even when the harvest is not yet visible. Many people quit too soon. They stop just before the breakthrough. They give up just before success. They walk away from their dreams because the process took longer than they expected. But let me remind you, the process is part of the promise. You cannot skip the process. You cannot ignore the preparation. Every challenge, every obstacle, every difficulty is shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. If you give up too soon, you will never see the full manifestation of what you were created to accomplish. You must also understand that small actions lead to big results. Too often, people underestimate the power of small daily disciplines. They think success is about one big moment, one big opportunity, one big breakthrough. But success is built on the small things you do every single day. It is built in the way you manage your time, the way you handle your responsibilities, the way you stay committed to your vision even when no one else is watching. If you sow discipline, you will reap success. If you sow diligence, you will reap opportunities. If you sow consistency, you will reap results. But if you sow laziness, you will reap stagnation. If you sow excuses, you will reap regrets. If you sow doubt, you will reap missed opportunities. You cannot expect a harvest if you do not plant the right seeds. The results you want will only come if you are willing to put in the work. So today, I challenge you to commit to the process. Be disciplined, be consistent, stay the course, refuse to quit, refuse to settle, refuse to let distractions pull you away from your purpose, keep planting the right seeds, keep nurturing your vision, and keep believing that your efforts will pay off. Because in due time, you will reap the harvest of everything you have worked for. Declare with confidence, I can do it. Because the moment you commit to the process, nothing will be impossible for you. Now go and make it happen. My friends, everything you need to succeed is already within you. You have the power to choose your destiny, to control your thoughts, to take risks, to rise above fear, and to commit to the process of growth. No one else can do it for you. No one else can make the decision to step into your greatness. It is up to you to believe in yourself, to take action, and to declare with confidence, I can do it. Do not let doubt, fear, or failure stop you. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not allow excuses to hold you back. Step forward in faith, keep moving, keep growing, and keep pushing until you see the results you desire. Because if you refuse to quit, if you stay consistent, if you keep sowing the right seeds, your success is inevitable. Your future is waiting for you. Your destiny is calling. So rise up, take action, and make it happen. I believe in you, and I know you have what it takes to win. Good luck, stay strong, and never stop believing in yourself. Thank you.